What's happening, everybody? This is your favorite cousin Jordan, the host of the 210 Block Podcast. Man, we have one of the most brilliant, bright minds, loving, fun people I ever met, man. Miss Syldra Stevens, thank you for joining me tonight. Um, this young lady, she just told me she's like, I can do it on Wednesday, but I gotta go to Bible study first. So I so I thank you for the love that you have in your heart for the Lord, man. So that's dope, man. But thank
Definitely,
you. Miss
definitely.
Syldra, how you been?
I've been doing good. I
Okay.
take it one day at a time,
Hmm.
and I stay in His Word, and that gets me through.
Yes, man. It's a daily reminder. You ever get to the point sometime like you're a little off that day, you're trying to figure out what you did wrong, but you realize like, you know what, I
Right.
ain't read nothing. You
That's
know?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even if
I'd
it's
be like
just
that.
a short prayer.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, you got to. You know
Yep.
what, Lord, I apologize for being foolish. I thought I could do
Right.
this on my own today.
Right.
But that's cool, man. Thank you again tonight for joining me. Like I keep forgetting you like people that join the show an hour ahead of me, so it's 8 o'clock your time. So I look forward, man, to learning and just hearing about your journey. So take me back, if you don't mind, back to high school. What year did you graduate? Did you play sports, anything?
I did not play sports.
Mhm.
I graduated in '05. I was
Okay.
basically, yep, I was basically just um honor society type deal, that type deal.
Okay.
Always been a nut though. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but I mean, high school was good. High school was easy. I mean, you know me from high school.
Yeah.
I was a little jokester, but I
Yeah.
always got my work in. I
Yeah.
always knew that I needed to um, set myself up to where I could be independent. Um,
Mm.
one thing that both my mom and my dad instilled in me. So that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the jokes part. I didn't focus on the work. That was my
Right,
problem. I didn't know when to cut it off. I just wanted to just play.
right. I
But
played and I got to work.
yeah, yeah. I should have leaned into you a little bit more.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So after you graduate, what college you went to school, correct?
Yes, so I
Oh,
went to Clemson University.
oh,
That's where I got my scholarship to. It
okay.
was practically a full ride. I majored in health science with a concentration in pre-professional health studies, which that kind of allowed me to go any route, whether it was med school or pharmacy school or PT school, just whatever. Um, I'll stop there for a minute because during my first year, my freshman year, it was in January in my second semester. My dad had a massive hemorrhagic stroke, and me and my dad were two peas in a pod. It was
Yeah,
all Syldra and Daddy, Syldra and
yeah,
Daddy. And he ended up. That was the first time actually I've ever seen my mom cry like that.
mm,
And she called me and she was like, your daddy's really sick. And he's at MUSC, and we don't know if he's gonna make it. So actually, my pastor at the time, he came and got me, and I just rode in silence the whole way. Um,
mm,
when I got there, I really saw how bad it was. And my dad was always a very outgoing person. Like he had us in the boat fishing since we were like 2 years old.
okay,
Um, so he was paralyzed on his left side, and he just had all these tubes and everything coming from him. Um, I went back to school,
okay.
and, and probably about 2 days after I went back, he passed away.
Ooh,
So that was a big um, adjustment for me.
okay.
Um, while I was there at MUSC, though, you know, you don't know really if those people can hear you
Uh huh.
when they're in that state,
Uh
but
huh.
he heard me.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
I asked him, I said, Daddy, I said, do you want me to go back to school? And he squeezed my hand so tight,
Yeah.
and like the monitor that was monitoring like his respirations or whatever just went up super high. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, you know what? After the
Yeah.
funeral, I remember it was remember Herbie Fennell?
Uh-huh.
Herbie
Yeah.
Fennell, because his mom worked with my dad at Daco for years. So he
Wow.
brought me back off to school, and I just went there. I focused on my work, made the dean's list that semester. Just
Wow.
just did it, just put it in.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, it's been quite a journey when it comes to like healing from that because we were so close. Um,
Hmm.
there's things even to this day I feel like I still need my dad for,
Mm.
and he's not here.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I went on through school. I graduated cum laude in 2009. I was accepted in early admission to MUSC pharmacy school. Let's see here, the February of 2009.
Okay.
All I had to do was just finish my last organic chemistry, and I was good to go. So I started MUSC right after I graduated, and
Okay.
I graduated in May and started there in August.
Okay.
Um, and then I got my doctorate of pharmacy in 2013.
Okay.
Um, During that time, though, I did become pregnant. And you know, I've never been one to be for like abortion or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, but there you have like so many free-minded women, so many independent women. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a choice. You can do this, you can do that, da 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 da. I'm not gonna say it didn't run through my mind,
Yeah.
but when I heard that little heartbeat,
Yeah.
I was in.
Yeah.
I was into that. So that's my Kennerly. I named him
Okay.
after a professor. I mean, a brilliant man.
Okay.
His name was Kennerly Patrick, and he just recently passed away not long ago, probably about a year ago now. But I remember sitting in his class, and um, when he introduced himself, I wrote his name in my agenda book, and I was
Okay.
like, that is a beautiful name,
Yeah.
whatever. But he was the most brilliant, humble professor. I mean, just in general. That was like in January, and then um I would say it was like February, March. I found out I was pregnant.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna name him Kennerly, whether it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah. That. Yeah. He will both ways. I see that. Okay.
Yep, yep. So Kennerly, I mean, he'll be 14 this month. Yeah. Like a lot of people don't know I have a 14-year-old. Yeah. I um
I didn't even know you had a son.
I have two.
Oh
Yes.
my. Okay. I'm learning something
I
tonight.
have a
Okay.
5-year-old, and then I have a 14-year-old.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when I graduated from pharmacy school, he was 18 months.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
yep,
Okay.
went to work. Um, I started working for CVS.
Okay.
Um, that was the most draining, exhausting experience of my life.
Yeah.
Like literally, I gained so much weight. My blood pressure was sky high. It would go down. Even on medication, the blood pressure would go down. Everything was hurting.
Dang.
Yes, and so I remember my doctor told me, Syldra, quit CVS.
Yeah.
That's what everything is coming from. And literally, it was like I quit CVS. Literally, but within like 2 to 3 weeks, blood pressure back to normal. 20 pounds just disappeared.
Wow.
It's crazy. So that's another thing. It's crazy what stress will
Hmm.
will do to you. So you really have to learn how to manage it because it will definitely play a big toll on your health.
Okay. Gotcha.
So from there, CVS, I went to an FQHC, which is a federally qualified health center. Um, the years I did with CVS were in St. George. Then I moved to the FQHC in St. George as well. Um, and I put in about a year and some change there, and then a
Hmm.
um, pharmacy manager position came open actually in Walterboro. They built the new Genesis Healthcare, and they were opening up like a full-fledged pharmacy. So I have now been managing that since April of 2024. Um, and I'm proud because it's my baby.
Yeah.
I've seen it come from the ground up. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. Um,
Yeah.
so that's my little work school history type deal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you back in Walterboro now?
I'm back in Walterboro.
Wow. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm back in
Yeah.
Walterboro. I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
Um, to say I thought I wouldn't, but
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
enjoying it, and we're making a difference because we definitely provide drugs that people can't afford at an affordable rate.
Okay.
You know, we have some patients where diabetes medications, they're high in general,
Mhm.
those COPD inhalers and things like
Yeah.
that. Like I can provide you just cash price on insulin. I can give you a box of Lantus for $19.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
Oh, you
unheard
out
of.
here, you out here blessing the people. I like it. Okay.
Blessing them. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what, to me, being a part of healthcare is all about, being able to
Yeah.
you help. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, man. First, congratulations, graduating cum laude. You just breezed over that, like that's like I love it though, 'cause I love when people just modest about their accomplishments, man. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Um, I definitely know personally what you went through with your father, because my last year of high school, my dad passed.
Right.
Just somebody that you just admire. You can pick up the phone and call them, and my dad. I'm just a lighter version, so it was like looking at a mirror of
Right.
myself, older
Right.
man. So I get it, just trying to figure
Figure
that
things
part
out.
out. Yeah, like my dad going. You know what I'm saying? And so I
I used to
understand
call him
exactly
every
what you're talking
morning
about.
on the way to
Yeah, man.
class. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like that was my dude.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it's you have to mentally get yourself prepared for things that he'll miss.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like for you,
Exactly.
you getting married, he's not able to walk you down the aisle.
Right.
And when I got married, if I'm not mistaken, we had a hat and a chair for my dad because he always wore hats. So he
Right.
didn't. My dad missed my wedding. My dad, missed the birth of all my three oldest boys are named after him. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
you know what I'm saying. So I totally understand. Like, dang, daddy, I want you to see. you
Right.
know.
Right.
So yeah, man, keep going, keep fighting. Like I'm grateful that you didn't quit. I'm glad he heard you. He squeezed your hand and told you, girl, don't you quit.
That's
Keep
it.
going. I brought you to this point. You can finish it from there. So I'm
That's
grateful to
it.
know you had a community pushing you along, and again, grateful that you was able to graduate Clemson. Man, that's dope, man, to have a scholarship from Clemson from Walterboro. Like that
Yeah.
alone in itself, what I'm saying, is major, man. So that's dope. So thank you for sharing that part, man. Because we look back into like those that are in school now, like, look, anything is possible.
Right.
And that's the whole purpose of this podcast to show, like, we had somebody from Walterboro go to Clemson pretty much on a full ride. You can do it too. We had
Right.
people, leave and do different things, and you can do it too. And like now, it's kind of come back full circle. So now you're blessing the community,
Right.
seeing what you're doing for healthcare, because healthcare can be expensive. But
Right.
I'm grateful for what you guys are doing, man. So yeah,
Definitely.
keep up the good work. I'm glad you quit CVS
Yay.
and your stress went down.
Yes.
Hey, congratulations. So you have two sons?
I have two sons. Yes.
Ah, okay.
Kennerly, he's 14, and then Cairo, he is 5.
That's what's up. Yeah, I got four of them suckers. 9, 7, 5, 4.
Woo.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. You got Matthew, Matson, Matthias, and Jace. Yeah, I'm in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's rough. It's rough handling too.
Yeah.
It's rough
And
handling
so,
too.
man, it's a beautiful blessing, though, to be able
It
to
is.
be a parent. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
is.
I love it.
It definitely is. It can
Yeah.
have its moments, but it definitely is. I know with my oldest son, I knew something was off with him when he was like around 3 years old. Um, he would do things like this continuous hum
Mhm.
and things with his fingers, and I automatically thought it was autism or whatnot, and I had to fight for years, and it just so happened that I had to take him to Florence to the South Carolina Department of Disabilities in October when he was 12.
Okay.
So he was 12 that they diagnosed him with high functioning autism. But
Okay.
the school system around here, they failed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They let him go. Oh, he's not this, he's not that. And we have to be careful as parents, and we have to look into it because the school system around here, I think they were putting him in the gray area because of the fact that there's not enough. They don't have special ed teachers. They don't have enough of them at all.
Yeah.
So by putting them in that gray area, um, he was just kind of,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna put him in speech, we're gonna do this, but
Yeah.
not giving him the correct diagnosis. Without the correct diagnosis, he cannot get the correct treatment. You
Correct.
know, the IEP they had him on, he was not advancing at a rate that, he should be.
Yes, ma'am.
And I knew that as his mom.
Yeah.
Um, but now we're getting it situated. We're all settled with that. He's such a sweet and humble child. Um, and he is definitely a blessing to me. He definitely saved my life because I was going through a very wild phase where I thought I was invincible.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
we
yeah.
all we all hit that phase. Yeah.
I thought I was invincible.
Yeah.
But definitely he's been a blessing. And then my second son, he is my miracle baby.
Mm.
Um, my husband and I we got pregnant with him probably 2020
Mm.
like during COVID time, and we had him, and when he came out he was blue, and it was like he was just making the craziest, like, it's, to me it sounded like death. That's what it sounded
Wow.
like he was dying, which
Yeah.
he did die, and they had to bring him back.
Oh man.
So they took him down to the nursery, and the pediatrician was running all these gas labs and all these blood gas labs and all these things, and he couldn't figure it out. So then he came to my room, and he was like, Miss Stevens, I don't know what's wrong, um, but we're gonna figure it out. And he was like, I've already called the medevac from MUSC. The medevac is like 15 minutes out. So he wasn't playing it. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate him, that, for that to this day, because he wasn't like, whatever, I don't know. Or he wasn't like, oh, I do know the baby just gonna, pass
Yeah.
away. He wasn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. He was like, let's get him some help. So they got there, they put him in a cold suit. I had an epidural, but I
Okay.
guarantee, like, I got up and the nurses was like, is she walking? I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Going to the nurse to see my so
Yeah.
got down there, and I remember my stepdad, he told me to breathe the life back into your baby. So he said, go put your mouth over his lips and
Mm.
breathe 3 times. And I went
Mm.
in there, and I yeah, and I breathed life
Mm.
back into my baby. So I breathed to him, and he was already in his little hooked up to his cold suit, and the nurse was like, I'm gonna call you off my cell phone when we land and let you know we made it here safely. They were just so good. Then he went there, and actually one of my roommates from Clemson, she was one of his nurses,
Okay.
said there's only one Syldra. This is
Yeah.
Syldra's baby.
Yeah.
She said this is my Syldra's baby.
Yeah.
And so once he got there, the doctor called me, and the doctor was like, he had severe brain damage. We're not sure he's going to make it through the night. And if he does, he's going to be, severely mentally and physically handicapped. Um, so I went home that night with all intentions of, I left the hospital with all intentions of going to MUSC, but I started to hemorrhage. So I ended up having to go back to Carlton. And then um, I kept calling to check on him. And while I was in the ER and they were about to put me back in a room on the maternity ward. Um, they said, "Well, Cairo is finally responding to the blood products that we're giving him." I said, "Okay." Then once I got to the room, and I had the sweetest little old Geechee black.
Yeah.
She was so sweet. And
Yeah.
she, like I said, I was hemorrhaging. This lady wiped me from head to toe.
Yeah. I
With
got you. Oh
them things.
man.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like one
Yeah.
of those
Yeah.
school nurses.
She had
So,
them white nurse shoes on with some stockings. I'm sure she
okay,
did.
that's it. That's it. Okay. Like you knew you
Yeah.
were gonna be all right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
I um I got in the bed. I remember calling there again, and they were like, well, we taking him off the ventilator, and he's responding just fine. And I was like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So then I know the nurse that was taking care of him, she had like 25-year experience working with the pediatric in the ICU, right? So she called me and she was like, don't you try to even bring your behind up here. Like she said, you were just hemorrhaging out. She said, I got him. You come
Mm.
on the third day. So literally, she said, if you come here, I'm going to turn you around. So the second day I stayed home and I rested, and then the third day I went to go see him, and they were going to actually take him off of his little cold suit. So what the cold suit does is it just like, especially when they think you have like really bad brain damage, it cools your body down so that no further damage happens, and hopefully the brain can repair itself some.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
so they start. I stayed that night. They started to warm him up or whatnot, and bless his little heart. He just he was so pale and just
Mm.
so swollen. You
Yes,
know what
ma'am.
I'm saying? And he had everything was everywhere on him. And I remember the nurse telling me, she said, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. She said, the babies that do as well as yours, they don't have anything wrong with them. They're just hyperactive once they get old. They're usually
Yeah.
very smart, but they have ADHD. They're hyperactive. She said that's
Yeah.
the only thing. Let me tell you, um, Cairo. I was going to see him every day, every day, every day. I was getting dressed to go see Cairo on the ninth day. The day before that, they had just given me a 3-month parking pass
Oh
because
wow.
I
Okay.
was being there that long.
Yes, ma'am.
They like called me while I was just getting ready, and they said, "Are you ready to take Cairo home? Are you ready to pick him up?" And I said, "I sure am." And they was like, "He's ready to go home." They were like, "We have the neurologist has run multiple scans. They said they don't see any damage to his white matter in his brain. He has like, sometimes people get in car accidents and they have like little small bleeds that heal on their own.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what it was, one or two little small bleeds
Yes,
that were
ma'am.
left, that they said there was nothing you could do about them but let them heal on their own. They wouldn't,
Hmm.
they wouldn't hurt him. So for the first couple of months after he got out, we had to go for the MRIs and stuff, but Cairo ended up being good. But no, he came home on that ninth day. The only thing, he had a little jaundice. But
Yeah.
other than that, he was good. They put him
Yeah.
in BabyNet, which is a program, to make sure that they develop properly. He was out of that by 10 months. And the child is so smart.
Yeah.
He is so, now he's hyper.
Yeah.
Lord knows. And he works me.
Yeah.
He is so intelligent. Sometimes I just look at him like, please shut up.
Yeah.
Because you shame somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
please hush.
Yeah.
Please hush. Because even I don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
That's my miracle baby. That's the
Yeah.
power of God. Um,
Man.
firsthand. You know? So
Yeah,
yep.
man.
Um,
Girl. That when you have a situation like that, you know what I'm saying, you just know it's God. You know what I'm saying?
that's
That
the only way.
yeah, because you can't give anything else the credit for it. It's just God, man baffling, it's
Hmm.
Syldra, man. I'm so glad I'm talking to you.
Yep.
Same thing here. I was told in high school I would never have children. There's
Right.
nothing, he said, medicine, surgery, nothing it can do. You could be able to have children. I'm sorry. I
Right.
was 17 when they told me that. 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Because my body was treating semen like a bacteria. So
Right.
it
Okay.
wasn't trying to increase, it was killing it off.
Right.
And so they're like, yeah, you can't. And so, like you say, I'm in that phase of life where I'm invincible. I'm telling, girl, I can't get you pregnant. I'm just wilding. I'm just
Yeah.
out here. Just like, girl, watch this alcohol. Girl, ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm just young and
Right.
dumb.
Right.
you know.
Right.
Doctor said I can't have them. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, later on, got married. That's when faith became a big part of my life.
Right.
Fasting and praying, trusting God, believing. To the point like before we had children, we had names.
Right.
We gonna have it. And so, like you said, just one after one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when God's in the midst of that thing, man, you can't do nothing but give Him glory.
That's it.
You
That's
know,
it.
man. So praise God for you and your beautiful family, man.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
dude, that is so dope, man. I
Mhm.
can't. I come home in a couple of weeks for my brother's wedding. I can't wait to meet him because I didn't know you still was in Walterboro. I don't know where I
Yeah.
thought you was at. I thought you
Yeah.
was big time
No,
in someplace else. But
I've been back in Walterboro since I graduated pharmacy school. So I've
oh
lived
yeah,
here. I bought a house in 2016 here, and then I've just been commuting. St. George is right around the corner.
yeah,
I was just
yeah,
commuting all the time. A lot of people didn't know I was here because of the CVS shifts. It was like
yeah,
9 to 9. Some of them were 8 to 10. Yeah, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. I was working on it.
yeah, yeah,
A
man.
lot of people didn't know because I mean,
yeah,
you're not gonna see me when I'm going straight home at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, yeah.
That's
But
what's up, man. Man, again, man, just want to take a moment, man, to thank God just for being God. You know what I'm saying? His healing power, man, is always beautiful to witness.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, man, I can't wait to see the little fellas, man. Just
mm-hmm.
then, oh man,
They are some beautiful children. They are.
just knowing what it takes sometimes to get to this point.
Right.
It's just enough to make you smile and be happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so continue on, man. I'm just grateful, man, that you came and shared that story, man. That testimony is so powerful in itself. And your stepdad, man, say go pray 3 times. Man,
Yep.
that's man, that make me excited. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man. And the thing about it, it was your obedience.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of time we be sent the own thing like, God, I ain't doing. Well, Daddy, he got it. He'll be fine. Like, no, you like, look, let me go take my physical breath,
Right.
breathe it in his lungs.
Definitely. That's not. See, I was raised like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's beautiful.
I had the best. Well, I still have my mom, of course. So,
Yeah,
but my parents, they were awesome.
yeah,
So, I mean, I thank
yeah,
God because
yeah,
I see what some people, especially going off and being in different environments and things like that. You see what some people have to go through, and you're just like, I'm just like, I never knew what a bill collector was.
mm,
Like my daddy was a Mr. Fix It All. Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't
yeah,
matter what it was. He would put on he put on our new roof, like he tiled the floor, he fixed
yeah,
your car, like that. He was everything. Like he went and he if he didn't make the money at Daco, then he went and he poured cement.
mm,
Um, he was just a Mr. Just you could depend on him.
yeah,
Like he was Mr. Dependable. He
yeah,
was it. Like
yeah,
everybody loved him. Like the kids, like if the kids saw that Mr. Sill was outside,
yeah.
then all the kids came out because they knew he was watching all of them.
Gotcha. I
Like
gotcha.
so it's
Yeah,
just I mean, I was blessed, definitely blessed in that area.
yeah.
Um, So, and I'm glad that I was raised with the faith that I did have, that I do have.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, you know, tragedy, I never thought that I would experience the tragedy that I have experienced.
Mhm.
Um, since 2021. Um, in 2021, my oldest brother Sylvester, he's 13 years older than me. But like I said, we've always been involved in fishing and been on the boat and everything. And that's just something he loved.
Hmm.
Guys from the gym and stuff, he would take them out. If they were new to the area, he would teach them the waters.
Yeah.
It was that type of thing. He always did safety first. I remember he would always teach about his Kennerly about guns and
Yeah.
safety and all this everything you could think of, okay? Because
Yeah.
he was a U.S. Customs officer. He went to Clemson as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
went to Clemson as well and majored in forestry and agriculture. Okay,
Oh,
he was country.
he stayed true to his roots. I like it.
Okay,
Okay.
period. So one day he went out he asked my second oldest brother to go with him. And he was like, nah, I got something to do today. And so he had just gotten his boat out of the shop. And when you put your boat in the shop, you take everything out. And
Mm.
Syl was one of those people where even though he knew how to swim, he was putting on a life jacket.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were too.
Yeah.
Because we all knew how to swim or know how to swim. So he went out and he was actually coming back in. And there's two ways you can come back in. There's like the regular way, which goes straight up to the dock, and there's another little windy pathway that you can go. Well, he went on the windy pathway, and what we're thinking happened, because a guy actually took me out there and showed me, the scene. Um, Somehow the boat jerked. He lost control. He got, flipped out of the boat. Like I said, life jackets weren't in there this time.
Mm.
This
So he
one
got
time.
taken out. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And he got stuck in that because it was the Coosahatchee River.
Okay.
So he got stuck in that mud. And so
Mm.
we had to look for him. He was missing for 9 days. Um he wasn't far when they found him. He was not far from the boat. He still had his pistol on his hip. Only thing that came off him was his sunglasses. He still had his hat on, and it was like he was caged in a tree. And the coroner said, I've never seen a body be in the water that long and be so preserved.
Oh man.
They said for a situation it was like a beautiful body. Um, just when I got the call from my mom, I I knew immediately that he was dead.
Hmm.
So the time searching for him, people were trying to be hopeful and this and that. And I was just like, you know, I already know he's in heaven.
Yeah.
So I would say that was horrible. And so then after that, my baby brother, which is I call him, he was always my baby.
So
Um
he's younger than you?
no, he was older than me. He
Oh, is
was
it okay?
He was
Okay.
he was 6 years older than me, but
Okay.
I'm the youngest, but I've always kind of been the oldest.
I'm with you.
And so I babied Richie. Richie was my whole heart,
Hmm.
and that was my best friend. But he was addicted to pain pills since he was like 18, 19.
Okay.
And he got in a bad car wreck. I mean, a bad one. And of course, the doctor put him on pain medicine. And back then, that's how we got into the opioid crisis. Back then, doctors said, you take this, it looks
Yeah.
better in the lawsuit, and this and that needs to be in your system and all this stuff. It wasn't like they didn't. explain how addictive that
Okay.
these opioids were.
Yeah.
So he took them, and then he realized he was hooked, and he tried to he was kind of secretive, so he tried to like go to the clinic and get on Suboxone, which Suboxone is just pretty much you using a drug to treat a drug, and it works when your addiction is more physical.
Okay.
Does not work when your addiction is physical, mental, and spiritual.
Ooh, I'm with
A
you.
lot of people, they don't realize that. No, that's why you have these people that they get off, go right back, get off, go right back, or they
Yeah.
can't get off at all, because it takes a holistic approach to fix the situation.
Yeah.
Um, so he battled with that, and eventually, um, of course, went and did his thing was it was pills. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, so I remember one point in time he took 10 Xanax at one time, 10 1 milligram Xanax at one time. He did not know he didn't know who he was. We said, "What's your name?" I don't know. Like, I've got to firsthand experience someone being addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Got to experience him withdraw. All of these things. These things were painful to so painful to me. Like, it came to a point where I finally told him, I said, "Look," I said, "I love you." I said, "If you need something, if you need a new set of tires, your sister will go buy them for you. But I'm
Yeah.
not giving you cash, because I'm not paying you to kill yourself." It
Oh.
just, I had to get
Yeah.
stern with him,
Yeah.
whatever. And my mama would always tell him, "You go ask your other mama," which was me.
Yeah.
"You go ask your other mama about it."
Yeah.
But after Sylvester died, Richie really went on a spiral, a downward
Yeah.
spiral. And we had sent him to rehab before, and he did great. He came home. He was good for about 2 years. And then he said that he just didn't feel like himself. He just didn't feel like he was thriving, which I explained to Richie, number one, um, these drugs change your brain, um,
Hmm.
chemistry in your brain.
Yeah.
Sometimes these people get off these drugs. Well, most times they get off. They have to go on antidepressants. They have to go on antipsychotics.
Yeah.
That's just something that's along, comes along
Yeah.
with the territory. Now, once those things are trial and error. All these antidepressants and antipsychotics, they're trial and error, because the brain is still something we don't fully understand.
Hmm.
And so what may work for one may not work for another.
Correct.
So, I was going with him to the doctor, and he just quit going. Like, "I don't want to try that." And he ended up getting back on methadone, which methadone is what he was on um,
Mhm.
before he went to rehab. Because Richie was doing the methadone and still taking the pills. Um, yeah, and methadone is something where it has a half life that can last from anywhere from 4 hours to 50 hours. So pretty much a half life is just something where the time it takes for half the drug to get out of your system,
Oh
and
wow.
that makes it dangerous, because for some people you still have a ton of drug in your system when you're going to take another drug, which
Yeah.
equals overdose. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with you.
It's extremely dangerous. So when Seal died, he went on a spiral. We sent him to rehab again. Matter of fact, he was at rehab during my wedding. That's why he's not in any of my wedding pictures. And he called me and
Wow.
said, "This is where I want you to be. I'm happy you're there and not here."
I'm with you.
Like, it's cool. It's cool with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you're safe.
Yeah.
But then he came out of that, and it still wasn't my Richie. Um, Come to find out, he had resorted to getting fentanyl and shooting it in his veins.
Oh,
And
suck.
one day, when his girlfriend took his daughter to the store to get like pancake mix or something random, he was in the bathroom. He thought he was gonna do a quick hit and come back out. He did it and immediately died. And when she came home, she called you know 911, and bless her heart, they had her doing CPR on a dead body. Um, you know,
Mm.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, when he died, that was like a mix of losing a child, a friend, and a brother. It was
Oh, hey.
very traumatic for me.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, that he was like my whole heart. And
What year is this that he passed?
this oh yeah, they died a year and a half apart.
Oh, so he was like
So
23.
yes,
Okay.
Sylvester died in November of 21, and Richie died in June of 23.
Mm.
Um, and
22. I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, 23, 23.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was about a year and a half. So I don't know, like that just took me to a dark place. Like
Mm.
I can remember driving. This was when I was at with the FQHC in St. George. I cried every morning. I
Yeah.
dropped Pyro off the daycare, and I cried every morning to work. I cried almost every lunch break. I cried almost every night in the tub.
Yeah. Yeah. When you had a moment, your brain wasn't busy. It went straight to your brother.
Oh, it went straight. It went right. It went straight
Yeah.
to him. Um, and then let's see here, about 20. I was still at that FQHC, so that was 24. Um, I started to lose vision in my left eye, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, I went to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor was like, you know, we need you to go get tested for sarcoidosis and some other autoimmune diseases because, um, you have a lot of white blood cells and granulomas in your eye, which can be, a condition associated with sarcoid. And so me immediately I thought it was sarcoid because sarcoid it runs in my family.
Hmm.
Um, my mom, she has it. Tons of cousins. Richie had it. So I was just
Yeah.
like, it's sarcoid, and I know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. You was
we still
prepared for
thrive
that. Yeah.
with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So okay,
Yeah.
whatever. But I went there, and then my doctor ran all the tests, did all my checks, X-rays, did my MRI, my brain, everything. Because sarcoid is one thing that can affect eyes, lungs, um, even hands and lips, brain, anything.
Wow.
All that came back negative. It was fine. And so I was just, I know I was just so fatigued. I was so fatigued. Like I felt like I had the flu, but without like
Mm.
coughing symptoms. And I felt like that all the time. And I'm so used to being independent
Yeah.
and just doing 10,000 things. You know what I'm saying? And that in itself, I'm here. I lost two brothers. I'm still
Yeah.
really mourning. I can't do what I want to do because I feel like crap.
Mm.
And that in itself puts you. I'm getting this brain fog. I can't remember anything. It just puts you in a state where you're depressed.
Yeah.
And I mean, in my whole body, there was plenty of weekends I ended up in the ER because my whole body hurt. Um, so I finally got an ANA profile, which is like something that tells you if you have an autoimmune, but it doesn't tell you a specific one. That
Hmm.
it came back sky high. It was positive. Um, but there's other tests that they do to like specify disease out. So they'll do one for like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus or just whatever. They have
Yeah.
some. So none of mine came back positive. I just had the positive ANA profile. I had this horrible rheumatologist at first.
Yeah.
Like she didn't care if I stayed blind in that eye, honey. She didn't care how bad I was hurting. She talked to me like I was not a healthcare professional that had gone to
Mm.
USC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was just atrocious. Okay.
Oh
She was like,
man.
well, I'm gonna just see you back in 6 months. So yeah, like and put me on nothing. But yet all my symptoms were lupus like, you
I'm
know.
with you.
And the thing with lupus, the thing with a lot of autoimmunes is that you'll have the ANA profile positive, but you won't uh get that specific result, like the specific result for a certain disease. Sometimes that thing will pop up 5 years later, but you
Okay.
suffer those 5 years until it pops up, until you get somebody that says, hey, you have an ANA profile, you're presenting with these symptoms,
Yeah.
you can't go on. I'm gonna go ahead and treat you. If it helps, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
Until you get somebody like that. My doctor was so fed up, he was like, I'm sending you to MUSC. I also went to a retina specialist. My eye was horrible. Okay. So now, as soon as I went to this rheumatologist, she put me on medication the first appointment.
Gotcha.
A
What you needed.
biologic,
Yeah. Yeah.
a biologic. I take a shot every 2 weeks, and then the retina specialist. At first, I had to be on a steroid for a long period of time. He wanted to see if that would help clear it up with the shot, because it takes 3 months for the shot to really take full effect in your body. That wasn't clearing it up, so I was on high dose steroids for a month.
Jeez.
I've gained 4 pounds. Not going on that again. So he put me actually on Cellcep, which is an immunosuppressant, something that people take when they get transplants. So,
Okay.
um, life has just been life, and honey,
Yeah. I see. I'm just. Oh man, you're going
and
through some things.
I've been fighting. It's been life, and I've been fighting.
Yeah.
But that's why I said I'm just thankful for you know the mom I have, the stepdad I have, because he does not play about his Syldra either.
Yeah.
Um, and he's also a pastor.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I just thank God that I'm still able to smile.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, because life has been hard,
Yes.
and a lot of people don't know. They don't know. Oh, that happened to my baby, or you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
or oh. Some people they haven't seen me in a while. They don't know what happened to my brothers. They be like, "Oh, how is so and so and so and so?" I'm like, they're no longer here.
Yeah.
Um, or I go to work, and some days I remember some mornings it's like I'm 80 years old because it takes me a certain amount of time to get to moving.
Hmm.
I'm stiff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially that was not so much now, but before treatment,
Yes, ma'am.
that's how it was. And they used to be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Just trying to come to work, eyes bloodshot red. Because that would be the first thing too that would tell me I was having a flare. They would immediately turn red. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So and it was just like you look pale in the face,
Oh man.
and
You're going
so
through some things.
yeah, it was just, and I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to work. Um, but I just thank God just to be here, and um for the blessings that He has given me, and for
Yes,
covering
ma'am.
me,
Yeah.
and providing me with a rheumatologist, like even her. I remember I cried the first time because I said, I'm just so happy you're talking to me like a human.
Yeah.
Like the other lady wouldn't even smile.
Oh.
It was it was horrible.
Yeah. That sucks.
yeah, I'm just glad that, he's giving me these two, well, three knowledgeable, both my primary and my rheumatologist and my eye specialist. This just wonderful people. I'm thankful
Hmm.
for that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, just thank God.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the friends I've gained, and I'm also
Yes.
thankful for the friends I've lost.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes,
Like,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand.
I mean, sometimes we question
Yeah.
why things happen because I've had a friend that I've had since kindergarten, and then I questioned them about their different behavior towards me, and then all of a sudden I was blocked.
Yeah.
They had deleted my phone number out their phone. So when I called them, they were like, "Who is this?"
Oh man.
I'm telling you, it was
Oh man.
this was this was another, like, I consider this person my person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I still don't have an answer as to why. Um, but you know what God has for me, it is for
Yeah.
me. And
Amen.
he moved that out of my life, then he moved it.
Yeah.
If something happens to that person, I still reach out, say, I'm sorry that happened, da 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 da, death or anything like that, because that's me.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I don't know. Like your story is so relatable to mine in so many ways. But it's amazing how people that have known you for so long can't continue loving you with everything you go through.
right,
You would think like, man, you see me go through this, you see me do these things, and
right,
yet somehow you making it about you. Like, do
right,
you understand what a friend is? Because
right,
for some reason you make sometimes people make stuff all about them. They ain't got nothing to do it about them, but they just
right.
well, then they operate too out of a place of jealousy as well. The older I get, I realize, man, that spirit of jealousy, man, it when it hangs on to certain folk, man, it's
It's
there
horrible.
because yeah, because like, dude, I want to see Syldra win. But
Right,
then there's that word, the one word I hate using. I don't use the word "but" anymore because I like a but. No, if you like it, then support her, be her friend. Like she's
right.
going through some things. Like, and I'm just so blessed tonight. You told me about the story about your son. Unfortunately, my condolences to you and the family losing two brothers, man, in such a short term. And so, yeah, you still sitting in front of me for almost an hour smiling. I know you had to shed a few tears because, of course, you love him. Like, you see the things she's went through within the last 5 years, and
Yeah.
yet you want to turn your back knowing, like,
I
that's
mean,
knowing the things she's been through. You know what I'm
and
saying?
I questioned it because I was like, if it were me, I would have been reaching out because this person knows they reached out one time.
Yeah,
Oh, my mom told me this happened.
yeah,
I'm sorry, but if you're my friend, you know that
yeah,
you know how close we were. Matter of fact, you
yeah,
stated that,
yeah,
and you don't just text me just to check on me. You,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And to me, like, it comes to a point, like, I could do that with someone I barely know.
yeah,
If I see they're just having a hard time, then I'll reach out. To
yeah,
me, that's just being humane.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, above all else, let's just
hmm,
erase friend everything.
yeah,
Let's be humane. Let's treat people like they have feelings, like mental
hmm,
health is important. Like,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
let's
yeah.
be God's people.
That's
You
it,
know,
man.
you know
That,
what
that,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
simple. You don't have
yeah,
to be best of friends to say, you okay today?
yeah,
Today? You good today? How are you this week? You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm gonna do. You
Hmm.
know?
That
Um,
is important.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but you can't, another thing too, another lesson is you can't expect people to do with you what you do.
Yeah.
To give
Yeah.
you
That's
the
a hard
same.
lesson though. Oh, that's hard. That is
It's
hard.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very hard. It's
Yeah.
very hard. But what I do know, and because I'm coming into a lot of my truths, and what
Yeah.
I do know is that I'm a good person,
Yeah.
and I'm a good friend. I'm a good sister. I'm a good daughter. I'm a good wife.
Yeah.
I'm saying all these things. I'm a good pharmacist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I am a good person. I
Hmm.
might not always be correct, but I'm not scared to apologize. I'm not
Yeah.
scared to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
have to, you don't know what people are going through.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to show empathy. You have to be humane
Yeah.
towards them. You just have to.
Yeah.
Um, like just you smiling at them could keep them from putting a bullet in their brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I take that into account, and that's how I live my life. I mean,
Yeah. Man, keep doing what you're doing. I have a shirt that was made when I was going through my divorce. I moved home. And you probably was in Walterboro, but like I said, I was just working, and like you said, I was just living, but I was breathing but not living. I put it that way.
understood.
And
Yes.
I had got a shirt made, and it says it had like two little bullseye on the shoulder. Say tap here for a hug. We're coming out of COVID. I was still carpet cleaning, so I got to see like people like really hurting. Because one thing when you see somebody, but I'm in your home. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the
Yeah.
tears. I've been blessed to be prayed with so many people and talk to them. I'm thinking I'm going to clean carpet. Syldra, I'm in the house almost an hour. We praying, have Bible study. I ain't even cleaned the carpet once. It was, that was just like, oh God, this is a ministry.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so I
Right.
had to start giving myself 3 hour windows because I'd be
Right.
late to the next appointment. I'm like, I'm so
Right.
sorry. I was, nobody want to hear the dude praying with somebody when the
Praying. That's
carpet's
right.
clean, you know. So Syldra, when I got that shirt made, actually I got two. Um, and say the same thing. The amount of men I've hugged, it's crazy. Like it just say tap here for a hug and a smile is free. That's what it says at the bottom. So I
Right.
turn around. I'm a big guy. Like these guys are bigger than me, some smaller than me. We embrace, man. God, I love you. I love you
Right.
too. Crying on
Right.
my shoulder. I'm looking like yo, like people are going through some things. So I'm just like you. If I see something on social media, because I time myself on social media. So if I come across a post where Sylvia be like, "Hey, keep me in your prayers," I'm going to your inbox. Hey, girl, just checking on you. Everything good?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Right.
you posted, so let me just make sure.
Right.
Like you said, your mental state is good because people be going through some things. You know what
I'm
I'm
telling
saying?
you.
And so, yeah, like you think you're the only one. Like there's certain people man going through things worse than you. And
Right.
then two people are embarrassed by what they go through. And so it's like, dude, it's okay. You're going through these things. Like, speak up. Like that way you will not suffering in silence. And if you tell me you got an issue, I'm your boy. I'm gonna ride with you. And if it's
Right.
bad enough, I make that 8 hour drive because I live in Nashville. Then
Right.
I'd be like, yo, you need because Mo's like a brother by Maurice Whittington. So when he going through some
Right.
things, like,
That's
bruh,
right. Yeah.
you want to meet in Atlanta? You want to meet in
Right.
South Carolina? He like, nah, I meet you in Atlanta. Bet, all right, put it on your calendar. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so
He's such a great guy.
yeah, man. Like, it's so many people going through things, man. It's like, yo, you're not the only one. Speak up. Like, don't be embarrassed. Like, let's make this happen. I want to see you come
Right.
through this. Well,
Right.
I thought ain't no time for thinking.
No.
Just say you got some issues and let's
Right.
talk through it. I want
Right.
to find a solution. That's my problem because I'm too solution based. So I hear your problem, but what's the answer? Like,
Right.
because I love you too much to keep you. Yeah, I love you too much to keep seeing you in this particular spot for so long. Like, so tomorrow, let's get up. Let's look at some things
Right.
differently. And then I'm gonna call you Friday. Then I'm gonna call you Sunday. Then I'm gonna text you Monday. 'Cause I want to see you win.
Right.
Like I want to see you get through this.
Right. And sometimes there is no immediate answer. It's just,
Mm.
I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall
Yeah,
off.
that's it.
That's it. And then
Yeah,
after a while, you eventually just snap back.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
But
and we can celebrate that, because I'm your dog. Like, yo, man, we went through some things. You went through it. We got like some little one-liners or some kind of personal inside joke. To
right.
remember, like, yo, you overcome this. You didn't
Right.
let it overcome you. Like, it's okay to celebrate, man. This thing you went through. You know what I'm saying? So continue being an amazing friend, man, to those, man, and continue allow God to use your heart as He's been using. Because a lot of people going through some things. So
That's
I'm
right.
grateful that you find time, even though you're a phenomenal daughter, wife, mom. You still find time. Like, let me just check the temperature, make sure you're all right over there. So that
That's
makes
it.
a difference.
That's it. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah, man. So man, thank you. Before I
Thank
let you go,
you.
let me tell you this. The last time I talked to you, because I don't know why I thought you left South Carolina. I actually thought you was. I don't know where I thought you was. I didn't think you was in that state. So the last time I physically talked to you, I was in Miles. I think you was in Clemson. So that's last,
Mhm.
it's so many years ago.
Right, right,
And so when I hit you up for the podcast, because I was challenged to do all women, so I was like, yo, who can I hit up? So I prayed about it. 'Cause I ain't, we ain't talking a minute. So I was like, yo, let me just see if children want to do it. And so I was like, you was like, yeah, baby. I said, like, I got so excited. Oh my God, she's coming through. And so I have like a panel that I talk to that lives in back home. Some people live in Walterboro. Some people just, like you said, like Maurice, he lives in Columbia. So I
right.
like, yo, I asked Syldra to be on. Like Mo was all smiles. He's like, yo, man, she got a story. He was telling me some stuff looking like,
Yeah,
where the heck was I? You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yo, she gonna come on and tell her story, man. He's like, yo, she, because he refreshed my memory about your older brother situation.
right,
And of course we didn't know about the baby, which is like that's such a blessing in itself. Certain things I be kind of be hip to, but it's always good to find out from the source. And
right.
so, man, I'm so ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, I gotta move it to Wednesday. You looking like that's fine. I was like, your presence is such a blessing.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate you coming tonight, opening up, being vulnerable, just just sharing your story. Because the purpose of this podcast, I know people go through things, and like I said earlier, they think they're going through it alone. But to hear somebody like Syldra that went through it too, and see how she's overcome, like it gives people hope.
Right.
It gives them a reason to go to bed with a smile. Knowing that tomorrow can get better. So, man, oh my God, dude, like I was so ecstatic when you said yes, and it was like what? Because I was like, where am I put her at? I said, you know what? She gonna close out the season. I want her to close it. I just something about Syldra. I just need her to close it, and man, you did that. And so,
Well, thank you.
man, I just want to give you
I
flowers,
appreciate the
man.
opportunity.
Oh, for sure, man. Trust me, this is not gonna be your only time coming on because we're gonna I'm for this is my last live show, but I
Mhm.
plan to do more panels just to get more people on, hear their opinion about different things going on. So yeah, you definitely be hear more from me, man. So man, thank you again for tonight, man. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
your encouraging words, man. Continue being a phenomenal wife and mom, man. Making a difference in our community back home for what you're doing, man. That really means a lot because I know what home is. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
yes.
home is home. you
Home
know,
is home.
yeah. You lived a little bit. You realize there's some resources lacking.
Right,
But I'm grateful though that you are there making a difference.
right.
So
Well,
thank you.
I thoroughly enjoy it. It's been a blessing when I didn't think it would be.
Mhm.
So, um, I'm appreciative too because they're very receptive to me. So,
Yeah,
um, I appreciate that as well. So,
yeah, yeah, man. Keep going, girl. I'm super proud of you.
well, thank you.
Yeah, I really am, man. I look for, like I said, I got to come home in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna definitely. It's been so long since I saw you, man.
Well,
So
you know to
again,
hit
man.
me up,
Yeah. Man, who's your husband, real quick? I know you
Calvin,
said you got
Calvin
married.
Young,
Who?
Calvin Young.
Alvin Young. I don't know
Mhm.
who that is. Probably, but I probably know if I see him.
You'll know him if you see him.
Yeah, yeah. That's how Walterburg works. Like I can't remember the
Yep.
name if I see the
As
face.
soon as you see him, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I know him."
Yeah, man. So tell him thank you, man, for allowing this time, man, for you to come and tell your story. I look forward to seeing you all. Um, man, you know what? We're gonna do something a little different tonight, if you don't mind. I think this is gonna be the first time we're gonna do it like this.
Okay.
Since you are closing out a season, and I know you're a woman of faith, do you mind taking about 30 seconds to a minute just to close us out in prayer?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Lord, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for Jordan. I thank you for the ability to share um, how your grace and mercy has impacted my life. Um, we know that you are capable of all things. Um, we put our full faith and trust in you. And we just thank you. We thank you for things you have done, and we thank you in advance for things that we don't even know you're going to do. So, Lord, um, bless everyone who's watching. Um, Bless our communities. Bless our children. Um, Lord, just touch us, just fill us, just protect us, um, provide us with a strong spirit of discernment and wisdom. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Made history. Thank you so much. I'll
You're
be talking to you
welcome.
soon.
Talking to you soon.
All right,
Take
girl.
care.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.